Welcome to the channel, and in today's episode we're going to be installing the Blue Sea Systems fuse box. Now, if you're wondering why anybody might want one of these fuse boxes for themselves, if you install any kind of electrical upgrade or addition to your vehicle, you're going to have wires running to the battery, and I don't like them hanging down like this, so I'm going to put this right on top of this box here with some screws, and that should really clean up the wiring. Now, the way this box works is you're going to have this yellow tab you're going to push in to open it up. You're going to have your negative terminal up here, which will run to your negative on the battery, and then your positive down here. And then you put your fuses corresponding to whatever accessory you're running, and then your negatives will all come up here. So you're going to have your black wires here, your red wires here, and then these black and red wires will be running to the battery. This is going to be everything I bought for the installation. It's going to be the Blue Sea Systems fuse box, and that comes with the Blue Sea Systems fuse box and labels for it. 2 6-gauge wires, one black, one red for the battery, and the hardware, which I will leave the sizes of the bolts and nuts on the screen and in the description below. And I will link to all of this in the description if you want to buy the exact same setup I had. To start off, we're going to take off this panel, and it has 3 clips. You're going to pull the middle one in and push the outer ones out, and the panel will come right off. From here, we're going to take our panel and put it somewhere safe so that when we drill, we don't drill into something we don't want to. So with the cover on the ground, I'm going to get the fuse box without the cover, and I'm going to place it about where I'd like it, and then I'm going to drill a hole. So now that we got that first hole drilled, I'm going to put a bolt in to keep the box in place. And by the way, I am using a 5/32 bit to drill these holes. Now that I got that bolt in place holding it, I'm going to drill the next hole and then do the same thing. Alright, now I got the 2 in, so it's time to drill the last 2. For this next part, these nuts are about the perfect size for the holes. A very snug fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a punch and a rubber mallet, and I'm going to hit it in to flush it out. And then I'm going to screw up through it to secure it. So now that we got the nuts in there, I'll put it back on the cover and we'll get it secured properly. Alright, got it all done. Bolts in the back. I'm going to test fit it now, just to make sure that these plugs don't hit the top of the nuts. It fits with no rubbing. Now when you are installing it back on this side right here, and on the other side right here, you're going to have these little clips that you need to slide into their slots before you push down on the front end. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect these wires to the lights and install those 6-gauge battery wires from here to here and there to there. Now, I'm not going to film this portion of the video because with the lights being unplugged, it's going to be very hard to film that. So I'm just going to do it and show you the aftermath. Just a heads up, you might have an issue of the plug on whatever accessory or the connector being too big for the fuse box itself. So I did have to cut the wire, and then I'm going to install a smaller eyelet right there. Alright, I'm all finished. Everything's working. Now, this is the way I ran it. You can run it however you'd like. You have your positive looping around here and coming down to the bottom, and then your negative up here running along. I had a little extra wire, so I did a loop and then came down right here. Now, as you can see, this is a 6-circuit box. You can get more. It's just I don't need a ton of circuits. I'm not planning on putting too many accessories on this, so 6 will be enough for me. With that said, there will definitely be more upgrades coming in the future, more things to wire into our Blue Sea System fuse box. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. I'll get to them as fast as I can, and I'll see you on the next one.